My name's Martin Reeve. The performers you're going to see today are all members of the Punch and Judy College of Professors. And we filmed them in January 2013 in a number of different locations, in Birmingham, in London, and in Exeter.
You want to help me about to go this way? Yeah.
And this was a chance to capture some of their practice, to see them in performance, and to hear them discussing the things that are important to them. This took place as part of the 350th birthday celebrations of Mr. Punch.
Oh, somebody's knocking.
Hello, Rod. So, what are you going to do?
I'm going to do the sausage machine routine.
Fantastic.
Now then. What's going on up there?
Oh, nothing's going on up there.
Nothing's going on up there? Here we are, here we are, here we are, here we are. Hello.
Oh, boy.
Oi, where are you? And the sausage machine. Sausages. Baby sausages.
This way.
Roly poly, roly poly. I don't like you.
You go over there. You stay there. You walk the boy, baby, hold it with up. With. Do the do. 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 You go over there. You walk the boy, baby, hold it with up. Here we go. Oh, do, 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 oh, do, do, oh. Whoa, here we go, here we go. Oh, what a boy, baby, what did we do? Where do we blues it? Where do we walk? Where did we press it? That's the way to do it! Thank you.
So, Rod, how long have you been doing Punch?
I first started doing Punch when I was the year after being at art college. So that was 1977, 78. I built the puppets, I built the booth. By 1978, I was starting to perform. So the maths is over 30 years.
Is your show a one-person enterprise?
The show I do is as a one-person performance, so as a performer. When I first started, I used to work with Martin Bridle. We both began at the same time. So there was a period of time when I would perform and he would be outside, and we'd have a reaction between him and me. And we'd seen shows done like this before, so we quite liked this idea. And then, unusually, we were working Dawlish Warren and Exmouth, the beaches. We would take two sets of puppets, and then he would do the show, and I'd be outside, the bottler and the reacting to the puppets. So in the early days when I performed, it was actually done as a two-person enterprise. And I carried that on into about 1982, and then became a solo performer. I was performing with because I was teaching at the same time in sculpture in Exeter, and I worked with one of my students who was really interested in the show, and he became Professor Bottle, and he was the bottler, so it was two professors working. But he then went off and got other jobs after being at the college, and then I went solo. I became a solo performer from then on, solo enterprise.
What sort of places do you perform?
These days I perform all over the world, really, so mainly it changed. I used to perform at birthday parties, I'd perform corporate work, I worked on the beaches, I was a Western-super-Mare Punch and Judy man. But I've also got the Storybox Theatre Company where I'm doing shows in schools, and that's my main work. So then the Punch and Judy show, I stopped doing birthday parties. I reduced the amount of work I was doing with Punch and Judy, but found I was getting more and more international work and more interesting work in fairs and fetes in this country. And that's my main body of work now, is probably the international puppetry festivals are my main body with Punch and Judy, so there's a great interest in it.
What do you get out of performing Punch and Judy?
When I'm performing Punch and Judy, it's a contact with your audience that you don't get with any other performance. It's a great connection with the comedy, with the delight of the show, because the Punch and Judy show is so delightful. And having performed over 30 years now, it's almost that thing, I can do this, and I can do it really well. And it is you've got to do it because you can do it, and because you can make people have this reaction to it where they love it and they love what you're doing. And that is what I get out of it. I also get a check at the end of the performance, which is quite important as well.
For you, what's a Punch and Judy show? What's the essence of a Punch and Judy show?
The essence of the Punch and Judy show is a difficult thing to actually pin down. For me personally, it's its connection to the past. It's a traditional show. Because I do a lot of other work in puppetry and in performance, this show in particular is this link way back into Commedia dell'arte, in Pulcinella, in the Italian puppet. And the way that travelled through and has become this show that you take on for the period of your life, and then it's going to carry on. So I'm given this opportunity to have the skills to make Mr. Punch's voice, to make the show for that period of time. And it's like I've borrowed it, and it will continue after I've gone. And I think that's true for all Punch and Judy professors in the college. These are the people who take this on and know that it will continue afterwards. So it's this wonderful, traditional, dictated show. It's scripted into what you do, but you can improvise inside that. That commedia dell'arte structure is just a beautiful thing to perform in.
Do you make your own puppets, props and booth, etc.?
I was a sculptor. I was trained as a sculptor at art college. I taught sculpture for 3 years. And at the same time I was doing that, I was making the Punch and Judy show. And it was just one of the things I could do because of all the skills I have as a sculptor. My mother was a sculptor. I grew up as an artist. And if people ask me what I do these days, I would tell them I do Punch and Judy. But I'm an artist, first of all, who happens to use Punch and Judy, puppetry, acting, all these different skills. And one of the skills I've got in there is if I want to make something, I can make anything. Now, my tutor in my first year at the course said, you can do whatever you want to do. If you're a sculptor, you have the ability to carve, you can sew, you can make. And the joy for me of doing the show, I don't use any puppets that I haven't made. Making the booths is a joy. Doing the painting of the proscenium, all of these things are for me very important. I can't understand people doing shows with the puppets they've bought, but the puppets that you've made, you've put something of yourself into them, obviously, in the making of it, and you leave it in there, and it's like with Punch. With my Punch, I look at him now, and he's got older. With me, I made him in 1979, that Punch, the third one I made. And you wouldn't recognise a photograph of him from 1979 to what he is now, so something very strange goes on within the puppet.
Apart from the obvious, what luxury item do you most like to have with you when you do a show?
When I'm doing a show, the only thing that is in the booth with me are the puppets and the props. So you've got the puppets down your right-hand side, puppets down your left-hand side. You're not even going to look at them, and you've got a prop board in front with the things. And your whole concentration is on the show. I don't take anything else into the show with me except the performance. So for me, it's a very clean area. I don't have any talismans or things for good luck with me. It's the show and my concentration on it. Oh, somebody knocked. Hello.
So what are you going to do for us?
What I'm going to do is the routine of the hangman, which is a very old routine. Okay. And quite controversial these days, really, but it's an old routine.
Brilliant.
I day today. I day 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 day. I day today. Day 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 day.
Oh dear.
I day today. I die 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 die. I day today. I die 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 die.
Oh.
Mr. Punch,
Yes, sir.
you have been a very wicked man.
Oh.
I am Jack Ketch the Hangman, and I am here to hang you.
Oh no.
So, Mr. Punch, put your head in there. That's right, in there. Go on then.
All right then. Here we go. 1.
No, Mr. Punch, not up now. You put your head in there.
Oh, there.
In there.
Oh,
No, Mr. Punch, that's not right. You put your head in there.
there.
In there.
There. All right then. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa.
No, Mr. Punch, that's not right.
I've never done it before, so we have to do it.
He says he's never done it before. Will I show him how to do it? All right, I'll show you how to do it. What you do is you put your head in there like that.
Oh,
And then you looks round at the horrible boyses and the girlses and the mums and the dads. And you says, I've been a very wicked man.
I've been a very wicked man.
That's right. I'm sorry I done it.
Oh, sorry, I did it.
Yeah, but don't overact. And then you says, boysy boys.
Boys.
And then I pull that knob over there.
Oh, there's a over there.
Yeah, that's right. So put your head in there like that, and then we'll get started. No, don't touch that. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh. Here we go. Whoa.